You and Jackie sir had invested in Sony TV.
It was the best investment we ever made.
If you could break it down, as a family, what are the different sources of income that you have?
For me specifically, it's Instagram. I started as an overweight child, you know?
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Extremely overweight, yeah. I've made sure I've deleted all evidence of that.
I wanted to ask, what was your first paycheck?
I coached basketball at the grassroots level, and I also coached middle school girls basketball.
There was a couple of thousands, I'm assuming.
Don't call it that.
Oh, yeah, thousands. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you remember yours?
My first paycheck was for Teri Baahon Mein, the film I did.
Yeah.
And back then it was like a comfortable amount of money.
I mean, I love this family. I've officially met and interviewed all of them, so this is a very proud moment. Today on Girl Boss, we have Ayesha Shroff. She's not only a film producer who's created some iconic films, but also was an actress, a housewife, a business owner, with her daughter Krishna Shroff, who is super fit and super stunning, but also she's a fitness content creator, business owner. Both of them own the MMA Matrix gym here in Mumbai, also the MFN. Welcome, ladies. It's so nice to finally talk to you. I really wanted to know this. In the 80s, being an actress versus in 2025, being an actress, what all differences do you see? Because here everything is accessible. We see everything.
That's right.
So we know what's happening in 2025 in an actress's life or in the business.
Yeah.
We don't know much about what was happening in the 80s. Do you see any stark differences?
I think it's radically different, honestly. I can't claim to call myself an actress because I just did that one film.
Right.
But, and I thoroughly enjoyed the experience. The thing is that when I did that movie, I was so young. I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And I was not yet married. And I was already in a relationship with my husband today. And when I did that film, it was just so full on that it really made me realize that there can be only one actor in the family for a successful marriage. Because you put so much of yourself, I'm not talking about emotional and, you know, all that actor prepares type scenario. I'm saying just pure time, you know. So when I did that movie, I realized that it takes so much out of you to be an actor that only one actor in the family is possible if you want this relationship to work. And for me, I felt, you know, my husband was my first boyfriend, my first love, my only love. So, you know, he was the be-all and end-all for me. And I was like, okay, cool, I did this. I got that out of my system. But, you know, I want to get married to this man and I want to have a family with him and da-da-da-da-da. And so I decided to give away acting and all that stuff.
Like not pursue it.
No,
you know what, that's
because I got
similarity.
signed for 2 movies also, but I returned the signing and all of that stuff.
But
my
have you
daughter tells me
noticed-
you're the best actor in the family.
I swear to God, yeah. I wish mom stuck to it, honestly.
But then your leg into being a producer, that stayed for longer.
See, the thing is, the passion for movies is always with me, you know. I used to tell my kids, I'm never happier than when I'm on a film set, you know. So the thing is that I was never one of the wives who would land up on my husband's movie set. Because, and I don't do that with my son either. And when Krishna is shooting, I'm not on her set at all. Because for me, it's a job, right? And if my kids were bankers or my husband was an accountant, I wouldn't be sitting in his office, you know, and like hanging out with him there. So I've always kept that distance. But I love movies. I just love everything about films. And I used to be the one in the family, first day, first show. I'd go to every single movie, A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade,
to
whatever,
everything.
anything. You know, right from school, I used to bunk school. Excuse me, teachers, anybody watching this, you know. But I would be the first one to watch a film. My husband got into production actually, and he was making this really cool film at the time. And then suddenly his career, he got really busy and he was like, look, I don't have the time to kind of look into this. Would you mind? And I was already a mother by then. And I was again a very hands-on mother and whatever. I think for 10 years I didn't talk to any adult, you know, because I was so stuck on my children. But by then they had, you know, crossed that phase. And I was like, yeah, cool, I'll get into it. And then I got into it and I was like, damn, I love this, I love this. So we did that movie. Then after that I did a movie which was my full-on production. Jis Desh Mein Ganga Rehta
I
Hai,
love
you
that
know?
movie.
Yeah, it
Me
was
too.
great fun.
I really like that movie.
That did really well
I have
at the box
cried, I
office.
have laughed.
You have?
Yeah, it's a very emotional movie. It used to
Thank
come
you.
so much on Star Gold.
Yeah,
once
yeah,
upon a
yeah.
time
The
we used to
music
watch
was
it.
terrific again. Yeah. And we were working with Govinda again on that film.
Yeah.
And everyone said, oh, your film is going to take like 50 years to complete because he was supposedly this moody star and all of that. And I was like, no, we finished the film in 30 days.
You
Because,
shot that in 30
yeah, in
days? At
30
that
days.
time?
Yeah, at that time.
Yeah.
The talkie part. Songs were separate.
Yeah.
But we completed the talkie in 30 days. Every morning I'd go to his house and I'd pick him up, take him to set
Just
and all of that.
proper producer,
Yeah, proper
you were.
producer. And it was a great experience working on that.
And of course, you also producer, actress, and your dad being a superstar himself. Were you lured towards Bollywood at all?
I don't think so, to be honest. You know, there definitely comes a certain pressure with it.
Yeah.
An expectation. Everyone thinks you're kind of crazy for not wanting to do it
Yeah.
because it's you know, you've gotten the platform and the access is there. But I've always been, you know, pretty sure in what I want, and I think life's too short to not follow what you truly feel passionate about. And it just wasn't my calling, you know. I definitely, I mean, I got my degree in film production.
Yes.
And that's when I realized this is exactly not what I want to do.
You doing Fear Factor was a very, very different thing from you.
insane.
Yeah. But you really fit the bill because your character from an outsider is always like she's bold and she's strong and very, very disciplined personality.
Thank you.
So it fit Fear Factor, like the positioning very well.
It fit the brand for sure.
Yeah. But what made you actually do it? Was it lucrative in terms of money or something that you just
It
wanted
was
to try?
definitely great money, but
Yeah.
I mean, that money also came to me 2 years ago in the form of this show.
Yeah.
And I had said no back then.
Okay.
I think I'm in a very secure place in my life right now where I feel confident, you know, to put myself out there. And reality TV especially, you see the good, bad, ugly, all of it.
Everything, yeah.
And you have to be a very secure, confident person to put yourself in that scenario, in those positions.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy, you know. And I think also just not so much, again, seeing the short term of it and just the experience, but also understanding that the spillover from the show.
How it's going to help you
how
ahead.
it's going to help, you know. More,
Do you think it helped?
Yeah, absolutely. More exposure.
Yeah.
More brands.
Yes.
It adds value to everything I'm doing.
Yeah. And how does it pay? Because I know, you know, usually reality pays per day.
Yeah.
So for this, and this has a price pool as well. So how does Khatron Ke Khiladi, does it pay you per day? Does it pay you lump sum? Does it pay you price?
They were paying per week.
Per week.
Because there are 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday it was.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Saturday, Sunday it was. So they were paying per episode, basically. That's what my contract was,
So
at least.
if you stay longer, then you
get more money.
You get more
yeah.
money.
So if I was eliminated in, the second week, I would get
a small amount.
a small amount, right?
So that must be motivating for people to
For
actually
sure,
stay
yeah.
till the end. Yeah.
And I mean, I was first runner-up, so I made a nice bag.
Amazing. Yeah, and you were really good.
Thank you.
I know that you, very early on, you and Jackie sir had invested in Sony TV. What made you invest in that so early on, and how was the exit like after 15 years?
So it was a fantastic experience, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was my first, my first encounter with a whole corporate setup like Sony and all of that, because it was a group of 7 friends who got together to do this. So each one had a specific skill that they brought to the group, you know. And my husband was like the mega star back then.
Yeah.
And so he brought all of that, you know, the entertainment face and all of that. Still is.
Still is, 100%.
Yeah. And, you know, there was one banker, there was another guy who was in television, another guy who was in computers. So it was like a
very diverse group.
Very diverse group, but somehow everything, the synergy happened. And we wooed Sony for 1 year. And the back and forth negotiations, it was so fun, you know, all that paperwork and the due diligence and da-da-da. And of course, there were very many big business houses also after them to do this, you know. And we decided one night, it was just not they were not closing, you know.
Yeah.
And then one night, I suggested to my husband, just let's have a party and call everybody, and then, you know, it's either we celebrate or it's tata bye-bye.
Just to clarify, you're pursuing Sony so that you could invest and get some
That's
stock.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So we were setting up the Sony Entertainment television channel in India.
And you wanted to be a partner.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah. So we had this party, and we're not the party kind. So when we have a party, thankfully everybody turns up.
Yeah.
So the entire film industry showed up. It was a wild party. There was this club called RG's on Marine Drive back in the day, which is now, I think, closed down.
Yeah.
But we didn't close it down. But it was a great party. And at 6 a.m., the party wound up. And the Sony boss, who was down from LA, he said, this shit, we're doing it with this group. We signed the deal the next day.
And the party was your idea.
Yeah. And it was because
visionary
they were like,
right here.
Genius.
they were like, it's not, entertainment is not all about the paperwork.
It's just the people that
and it's the people, you know, and they saw, you know, what we brought to the table was more than these very, you know, high funda business houses were bringing in all of that, you know, and they just did the deal. And it was the best investment we ever made. You know?
And you exited 15 years
15
later.
years
so
later.
somewhere in 2005 to 2010. And it was a good exit for you?
It was a very happy exit, yeah.
So I'm not the number, but how much growth did you think you got? Like, was it a 200% growth that you saw with what you had put in?
No.
Even more?
Way more.
Can you give me a percentage? Okay, if you had invested 100 rupees, how much did you get back? And next time I'm going to take all advice from you. I'm going to take your personal number.
So if you want to put it in that kind of perspective, I would say 1 lakh to 100 crores.
Ma'am.
Back then.
Wow. And then what made you exit at that time? Also very smart to pick
Because,
it then.
yeah, also a couple of our partners wanted to exit.
Yeah.
And in our agreement with them, it was all in, all out kind of thing.
Okay.
So then we all exited.
But you would have stayed otherwise if it was a mandatory?
I don't think so, honestly. It was time to go.
It was time. It was a good high to actually leave
it was time
on.
to go.
How did you celebrate after that? Okay, what was the
We
first
made
purchase?
boom.
You made boom with that money?
We made boom. Not with all of that money, but with a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even there, it was a fantastic experience. But it was just bad luck that the film got pirated and we lost a lot of money. But
That's what happened. I remember watching Boom.
Yeah.
I think I saw it on a pirate.
it was
DVD
very much,
I
it was
think
very
so
much
too.
ahead of its time also.
Yeah, I'm being very honest. Now you can't do anything. That was years ago. Very ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a financial risk or was it something that you, I mean, guts
No,
to actually
guts.
create such a movie?
But when I did the film, I was making money before the film released, you know. And we had such an incredible cast, you know, with Mr. Bachchan, Jackie, Gulshan Grover.
And you introduced Katrina.
Katrina Kaif. We got her in from England. At that time, she was so young. She was 17 years old. We had Padma Lakshmi.
Yeah.
So we had Salman Rushdie hang out sometimes, you know.
Oh, wow.
They were seeing each other back then.
Yeah.
And we had Madhu Sapre, who was the top model then. We had Seema Biswas.
Yeah.
Javed Jaffrey.
Bo Derek.
Bo Derek.
Very good
so it was
cast.
so cool because we did a lot of stuff. Like, you remember Bo Derek's iconic film?
Yes.
10. She comes
yeah.
running out of the water in high speed in a gold
In
swimsuit
the
and
swimsuit,
those
the wet
braids.
hair, yeah.
So we wanted to, that was actually my idea.
Recreate.
Recreate that
Listen, whatever
thing,
you're saying, like
you know,
visionary,
right?
everything. Yeah, I love it.
So we had this party happening on the beach with the 3 Mias, Badi Mia, Chote Mia and Medium Mia, you know.
Yeah.
And we said like, what would they do to celebrate? This guy is supposedly so rich and all that. So they get Bo Derek down and recreate that scene coming slow motion out of the water. But instead of the swimsuit, we gave her a gold sari. So, you know, did things like that.
Yeah.
And then we shot in the Burj Al Arab, which is so iconic of Dubai. And at that point of time, the James Bond people had also approached them that we want that to be the villain's lair and all that.
Right.
And they were turned down that no, we won't give this for James Bond or anything.
Yeah.
And I went and I just like requested and requested
Yeah.
politely. And we got the location for our film. So that was Mr. Bachchan's house in the film.
Yeah.
We did some crazy stuff. We had Colonel Gaddafi's private jet we used. We shut down Dubai airport for half a day.
Is actually
actual private jet.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we did a lot of stuff, and even technically, you know,
you've lived a very colorful life.
very colorful, yeah, I must say. And even technically, you know, like we brought in a DOP from Australia because back then the look of Hindi films was pretty flat, you know, like pump in as much light as you possibly can, and it was pretty flat. So we brought in this DOP from Australia and everything, and he changed the look of Hindi films. Literally with Boom, the aesthetic of Hindi films changed.
Yeah.
And I brought in a first AD. The concept of first AD did not exist.
Okay.
So I brought in a first AD to work on the film. It was very like a Hollywood film.
But you said that you lost money on it.
Yeah, well, the film actually got pirated before the release. And these pirated DVDs were selling outside every station, you know, and all the distributors backed out.
Yeah.
And the film was releasing the next week, and I didn't have any money to pay because the distributors pay the producer pays everybody else, you know. So at that point of time, my husband just like came up and he said, we're releasing the film no matter what.
Yeah.
Put it on me, you know. So we signed bonds for everybody, you know, those hundis and stuff like that. Yeah. And even Ad Labs was my lab at that time. Nowadays, there's no lab even, you know, it's all digital. So the prints were going out. We released the film. And the first, people say that my film was a flop. I really beg to differ, and I would like to specify on this platform.
Yeah.
The first 5 days, the film was houseful everywhere. After
and
that,
at that time, do you remember how much it made in the first 5 days or around the first weekend?
No, I don't remember because it was such a nightmare experience.
Yeah.
I was so ill at that point because of the stress and everything, you know. So for me, it was just get the film out and, you know, that's it, you know, kind of thing. And it's so sad because there was so much of love and effort and passion and innovation put into making this movie.
Yeah.
And it just fizzled out like that, you know.
Firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
The number of times I have heard people talk about your gym, and everyone has said it's very cool, it's very different.
Thank you.
So what went into you coming together to do this, and what was the idea behind the entire business?
MMA Matrix, our gym, is truly a passion project, you know.
Yeah.
It's something that my mother, my brother, and myself came together to launch.
So the three of you are co-founders of the gym,
Yes,
technically?
right. Yeah.
All right.
There was no place really that had what MMA Matrix offers in the city.
Right.
So it started from that because Tiger does martial arts. Krishna used to when she was very tiny as well. But she was more into strength training and stuff.
Yeah.
And Tiger wanted something which had a combination of the martial arts as well as strength training. And it came from that, you know, like instead of cribbing about it's not here, so let's just do it ourselves. We'll make it
where
up.
the name Matrix comes? Because it's a combination of everything?
That's right, exactly. Plus Matrix, the film, you know.
Oh, okay.
So,
so how do you divide it between, you know, yourselves? Are you the mastermind? Are you the face? Or how have you divided the entire departments among yourselves?
No. Everybody contributes equally to this venture.
Okay.
Yeah. Tiger less in terms of time because, of course, his schedule and stuff like that. But
there's no one better to represent fitness.
Of course. Yes.
He's the epitome of it.
That's wonderful. Yeah. And when you started the gym, I want to get into the business of it. Did you invest your own money or you had to get investors on board as well to partner with you?
So it was our money. We were not answerable to any investor or whatever. And since then, of course, we had 2 years of a full stop with COVID and all of that, you know. But today we are 16 gyms pan-India, including our mothership here. So, I mean, it's been a great journey, honestly. And now we have involved partners as well. You know, so we franchise in certain places, we partner in certain places.
Okay.
So it's a very flexible business plan that we have.
Right.
Depending on who wants to invest how much.
Yeah.
And also we do a background check on the people.
Of course,
you know,
because
and
it's
then-
your name, it's your brand at the end of the day.
And the name is there, you know, it's
Yeah.
the byline on the name of the gym.
Right, right.
So I think that's very important. I think that's been an asset actually, because, you know, it's my children are walking the talk, so to
Yeah.
speak. Yeah.
So what made you expand to so many cities? Because first, usually people test the waters and then expand, but you've expanded, touch wood, really fast.
Quite rapidly,
across a
yeah.
lot of cities.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these, I mean, you know, these tier 2, tier 3 cities, they've given my brother so much love, you know.
Yeah.
Some of the most loyal fan following
Come
and
from
fan
there,
base
yeah,
come
yeah.
from those cities. So I know for a fact that Tiger was really keen on taking our brand there as well,
Yeah.
so that they have access to.
And you know, bringing people together who are in MMA and creating events, etc. What was the thought behind it?
Again, it just started because we attended an MMA show here in the country.
Yeah.
And Tiger was a part of that whole organization for a while. And we went to one of the shows. Krishna has been a fan of MMA, I think it's been
Close to
But do you
2
fight?
decades?
2 decades.
No,
yeah.
she doesn't.
I don't.
You don't
no.
fight,
No.
okay. Yeah.
And she's also familiar with a lot of the fighters, not only the Indian fighters, but some of the international fighters. So she's very strong on that front.
Yeah.
I think my forte is organization, and my love of films translates into production. So I love things lavish and all of that.
So you're actually involved in the event, like
Oh, yeah,
execution of the event?
absolutely,
100%.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Down to each detail, the towels that the fighters have.
I saw you
You
ordering
know.
some soap right now as well.
You know, that was for the gym.
That is also
Yeah,
very
but that's-
specific.
But honestly, I
detail.
think that's really what sets us apart from every other promotion in the
Yeah.
world, is the
Yeah.
fact that we're the only 2 women owners and founders of
that's
the
fantastic.
sport
In the world.
in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
And women, we all know, focus on the finer details.
Of course,
So,
yeah.
Exactly.
But these events, like again, when I saw on social media, they look very cost heavy. So how do you generate revenue? Do you get sponsors? Is it ticketed? How does the business of this work?
So the ticketing thing doesn't work in India yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we don't yet have the big mega stars who will bring in the
ticket
people.
money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
which
Ready
is
to-
what
yeah.
we're in the process of doing, to be
We're
honest.
building the
because
stars now.
a lot of these guys
Yeah.
and girls, I mean, they didn't have any recognition before MFN, you
Yeah.
know, and now they've got huge followings in their villages or, you know, wherever they come from, and
Yeah.
massive crowds follow them to the stadiums for their fights.
But how's the situation in India? Because I know apart from cricket, a lot of sport doesn't pay. Like people are barely having a livelihood being sports person. How is it for MMA stars here in India?
So I'll tell you, when we got into the sport, an Indian fighter was paid $200 for a fight. Okay.
Okay.
Our starting number is $2,000 when you're making your debut.
Oh, wow.
And then if you're fighting for a belt,
Yeah.
then it's $10,000. So even when you compare the MFN pay scale
Right.
with many other promotions globally,
Yeah.
we're still
It's pretty high.
good.
Actually, I wasn't expecting
Yes,
that
yeah.
number.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
And
Which
that's
is
something
why-
that you have done purposely.
Yes,
For sure, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the idea is to give these people, make this not a time pass thing.
Like elevate them and give them a platform.
This is your profession, you know, and
Yeah.
be proud to be a fighter.
And have you been in conversation with local broadcasters in India to get MFN
we
out here?
have. We are on Disney Hotstar
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Since MFN 10, in fact.
Yeah.
So and it was so much fun because we literally bullied them to get that platform, you know.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, okay, fine, okay, we're giving you the platform." When they saw the numbers
Yeah.
that first night, they were like, "Damn."
They
this
didn't
is some-"
expect it?
They didn't
No.
expect it, and there was something happening with cricket that same night. So they expected it even less. And when they saw the numbers, and these were MMA fans watching, so they watched the whole 5 hours continuously.
Right. And actually,
you know?
that's the good thing about a fight. Once you start watching, you have to
You-
wait till the end.
Yeah,
you have to see what's
exactly,
happening.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So then they came back to us the next time and they said, "Oh, we were quite impressed, you know. Do you think we can come watch one of your shows and we'll hang around for half an hour because we're like too busy and stuff."
Yeah.
So we said, yeah, please come. They stayed the entire 5 hours. After that, they were so hooked, the whole Hotstar team. They were
Yeah.
so hooked. Half of them signed up for MMA classes also.
Yeah.
And they were like, we love the sport. How have we not seen this before?
That's incredible. So this segment that I do is basically I ask about then and now.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask, what was your first paycheck, and if you remember it?
I think it was, I coached basketball.
Do you remember how much was the amount?
I remember, because I remember telling her, wow, because she gave me the check and she was like, look, my check and everything. And I said, wow, that's amazing, Kishu. This is the salary your driver gets. So I was like, it was hysterical.
Do you remember yours?
Mine?
And when it was?
I remember mine. My first paycheck was for Teri Baahon Mein, the film I did.
Yeah.
And back then it was like a comfortable amount of money. 25,000 rupees I got paid for that movie.
Damn, girl.
Yeah.
You see a lot of money growing. How was the relationship with money in the family? Did you guard the children when it came to money talk? Did you get pocket money, or it was we don't talk about money in this house?
So yeah, we did go through some shitty times, but I think as a little unit, the four of us, you know, we always kept each other happy, you know, and it was never, whatever negative happened or whatever, it wasn't like, oh my God, doomsday and all of that. We came through it, you know, and my husband continued working, and his favorite quote is, I'm a blank check, you know. So,
I can imagine him saying that. His
so that's his thing. And I don't think we ever let the kids feel that we're going through any financial trauma. And even when things were like really bad, I mean, we made it an adventure, you know. So they were part of the adventure or whatever.
I wasn't aware of the situation and the extent of it.
And how was your relationship with money growing up as a kid? Did you get pocket money? Were you very frugal, or would you ask for money?
I am probably the stingiest person.
Oh, you are?
You would ever meet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, I've seen all my life how hard my father's worked, how hard my mother works, and now how hard my brother works, you know, and how hard it is to obtain that, and then how easy it is for it to just go away.
And Krishna, with your money, how do you take care of money? Are you an investor? Do you invest in stocks?
I've recently started, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, the first time I actually did a little bit of an investment was after Cutthroat. Fear Factor. Yeah.
And do you have a mentor, like a wealth manager, who gives you tips and tricks on how to do?
For me, honestly, I have, you know, I'm blessed with the best.
Mom,
My mother, my father, I think they've been through it all, so they're able to guide me in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Okay. And most of your expenditure, where do you think it goes?
Travel.
Traveling?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I love a life of luxury. I do when I travel.
If you could break it down, as a family, what are the different sources of income that you have?
For me specifically, it's Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get on the whole YouTube game.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, because I mean, Mom and I watch all these YouTube videos. We're like, they're buying a mansion now. I mean, they had a Rolls Royce.
There's so much money on YouTube.
So much. It's stupid money.
Yeah. And for you?
Ditto for me, not social media.
Not social
I don't
media.
have that much of a following.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the gyms.
Yeah.
It's Matrix Fight Night.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it. And for my husband, and my husband is the movies.
Yeah,
He's
primarily, of
primarily.
course. I'm sure for Tiger, primarily is
Yeah.
that as well.
For him as well. And
But honestly, Dad is killing the digital game right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing better than all of us put together.
He's really good. Too good. I love that. Okay, now we're going to move to a rapid fire.
Yay.
There are two, one for you, one for you. So we're not going to do this together. We're going to go separately. Who wants to go first?
oh, okay. Fine.
She's so sweet. She's like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll go. All right. This is for you. Okay, you have to fill in the blank.
Acha, okay.
A girl boss for me is dash.
Krishna Shroff.
I was literally thinking Ayesha Shroff.
She's the perfect girl boss.
Yeah?
Seriously, oh my God.
I love the love.
Yeah.
Okay. Best investment you've ever made.
Sony.
Top 3 money management tips for young people.
Work for something that you truly believe, because then you'll go the extra mile to make it happen. And money in the bank, I mean, it's great, but you have to make your money grow.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Personal finance advice you wish you had followed earlier.
Never take loans.
Oh, yeah, directly. Okay, worst habit about your daughter.
I know what she's going to say.
temper.
Yeah.
Short fuse. Yeah.
Only when I'm hungry.
Yeah. Okay, we should specify.
Okay, she gets hangry.
Very angry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's better at financial planning, you or your daughter?
She is.
Oh, really? I thought
No, she is.
At financial planning?
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What did financial success mean then, and what does it mean now?
Then it was, you own a flat,
Yeah.
you own a Contessa car. You're made.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And now it's much more. 100 crores is not it.
It's not. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Your favorite business so far that you've done?
Matrix Fight Night.
That's your favorite so far? Real estate, mutual funds, or business ventures? Pick one and why.
Business ventures.
Yeah.
Because it's just a growth way, and if you're lucky enough for all the parameters to click together,
Yeah.
there's just no telling where an investment in a business venture can go.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
And the best part about being a woman?
Wow, that people think that we're not smart,
Yeah.
but we're very smart.
And you love that, no? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know. Amazing, well done. Okay, good. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Again, fill in the blanks. A girl boss for me is dash.
Ayesha Shroff.
Sweet. Okay, one financial decision that you're most proud of.
I think investing in my passion, and we're
Yeah.
seeing the results of it in Matrix and MMA Matrix and Matrix Fight Nights. I
Yeah.
think investing in my passion.
Passion. Your mom's worst habit that you don't like.
I think she's too trusting. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Best financial advice that you have ever received?
Probably what I'm following now, right? Like, just don't leave money lying in the bank.
Yeah.
Invest in something and let the money grow. Yeah.
Biggest financial lessons from running businesses?
I think initially I was like, oh my God, why are we investing our own money? You know, but because you always see, it's...
You see too much money go.
And also, it's just human nature to look at the short term,
Yeah.
but then actually focusing on the long term effect of it. And
Yeah.
then that initial investment is a must for it to eventually grow, So I think just realizing the potential of that initial investment from your own pocket, it
goes a
long
big way. Yeah. Something that you will tell little Krishna.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Investment you swear by, real estate, stock, or startups?
Startups.
Who's more financially disciplined in the family, you or your mom?
Me, out of all four of us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
100%.
A mistake that you've learned from business?
Don't let too many people in, and don't share ideas so soon.
And what's the next big thing that you want to get into?
Honestly, after Fear Factor, I'm really intrigued by reality TV.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you want to tell someone, a girl who is probably struggling and wants to make it big, like any piece of advice. Because I am sitting here and touch wood, I've worked hard and I'm in a happy space, but listening to both of you and what you've gone throughout, very inspiring. I'm feeling very inspired after this talk. So thanks for motivating me. Anything you would like to tell them?
I think for me, I always tell girls, especially, we as girls tend to do this more, I think. We compare ourselves to other women a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important to understand that, everyone's journey is going to be different. It's going to look different. Don't be afraid to make those mistakes.
Yeah.
Don't ever look at someone else's journey and be like, oh my God, she's so far ahead. I need to be there. Why am I not there? Because it's a game of trial and error, like I said, and it's going to be ups and downs. I think it's important to understand there's only one of you in this entire world. So embrace that uniqueness and be proud of it.
Amazing.
And just focus on your own path. And as long as you do something every single day to better yourself, whatever that may be, you're going to be one step closer to your goal.
I'm going to change the question for you because she's answered that very nicely.
So well.
You can't top that answer.
No, I agree.
So what I'm going to ask you is, the one thing you feel like women should just forget or let go of, like unlearn.
I think, this whole thing about comparing ourselves to men,
Yeah.
that's just so dumb. Men are men, women are women.
Yeah.
And just be you and be happy, and follow what really motivates you and what drives you, and just try and be happy, whatever it is. As a housewife, I've had all those phases in my life.
You do, yeah, you have.
So I was happy being this dumb kid in school, you know, and sporty and running around with no pressure in life. I was happy being a girlfriend. I was happy being a wife. I was happiest being a mother, then a producer, and now, you know.
So imbibe the role that you choose.
Just live each day, basically.
Yeah,
you know?
I love it. Thank you so much. I'm really excited about what all you do and what you have in store with Tiger.
Thank you.
And best of luck for everything. And
Thank
now
you.
we'll go see the gym because I'm very intrigued
Yeah,
to see.
for sure, for sure.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank